Namo Gurudev Om Namo Gurudev Om Namo Gurudev Om Namo Gurudev Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale deep and hold. And pull a powerful root lock if you're not on your cycle. Squeeze and release. Let's try and keep the visualization of the circle of compassion active throughout the class. Really working with that energy that we're able to project, that spiritual energy we're able to project towards each other, creating this link, holding hands across the world and creating this holding energy for everybody who needs it, not just ourselves. So we're going to be working this evening with sadhana, aradhana, and prabhupati, the three concepts, central concepts of our Kundalini yoga practice, of any yoga practice really. Sadhana being your daily practice, so getting to the point where you're able to maintain a daily practice, even if it's 3 minutes. It builds up a cumulative energy that brings you to aradhana, which is really where you're applying your will on a situation, the will of your soul. And when you become successful in applying that will of soul, the right use of will, you get to the point where you become prabhupati. And prabhupati is the husband of God. The concept here is an important one, because if we are husbands, then God is female. So this is it's a profound understanding of how our relationship with this generating, organizing, destroying energy should be. When we are husband to an energy, we husband something, we take care of it, we look after it, we protect it, we create a soft space to hold that energy. And when we work with the female, the Shakti energy in yoga, we work with many different forms of the Shakti. It's not one, just like women changing, continually changing all the time. Every 2.5 days, we move into another part of our being, into another moon center. We have 11. So the God energy, the Shakti energy also shifts and changes. And we're going to work with Chinnamastaa energy tonight. Chinnamastaa is the only goddess in the yogic pantheon of deities who beheads herself. She cuts off her own head, and when the blood comes spouting out in 3 gouts of rivers of blood, 2 of those rivers fall into her handmaidens, her support system, her community, like us. They are waiting with open mouths to receive that river of blood that comes gushing out of her neck. And the 3rd one goes into her own mouth. She's holding her head. So she cuts her head off, she holds it here. These 3 rivers of blood come gushing out. The 2 ones on the side go to the devotees on either side, her community, her Sangat, her Sat Sangat, her spiritual community. And the 3rd one goes into her own mouth. So this symbolizes moving beyond the mind, moving to a consciousness which is beyond the mind. And working with that concept is really important for us. Last week we worked with the earth and water overflow of those the gross elemental forces. Some of them were too much, some of them were too little. Fire was too little, air and ether was too little, earth and water were too much. So we were enclosed in a box of emotion, and we worked with unloading pain and fear. This evening we're going to look at what happens when the mind does that. It's not made up of gross elements. The mind is made up of a far more subtle combination of energies. It's the negative mind, the positive mind, and the neutral mind. So when the mind goes into a box, the box is not, the form of the box is linear, it's a polarity. So it pulls against itself. The negative mind will pull you in one direction, the positive mind will pull you in another direction, and you won't be able to move. Similar to the box, but way more deadly, because the mind has far more power. The element of which the mind is made is much more subtle, much more refined, can trip you up much more quickly without you being aware of it. So working with the mind to go beyond the mind is really what Chinnamastaa teaches us. She teaches us the capacity to slay the ego, to cut your own head off, cut your mind, control it. And with the Amrit which flows, you then feed yourself and you feed your community. So we'll be working with the mind, the kriya called the brain doctor, and we'll work through that kriya to get to a point where we are in neutral mind. We've attained that higher place, which is not in the polarity, it's on the diagonal. And from there we access intuition. You cannot access your intuition, which is a shift in consciousness. It's a transformation, not working with the mind when you're using your intuition. You are beyond the mind. So when we work with the intuition, we allow ourselves to receive from that river of consciousness. We've stepped into the transformation that Chinnamastaa embodies. So working throughout this evening, keep coming back to, if you're trapped in the mind, in the polarity of the mind, oh, I'm doing this really well, oh, I'm doing this really badly, just to simplify, to oversimplify it completely. Recognize and remember that the negative mind is the first place that thought will always go to. And it will suck you in very quickly. It's very seductive. And you can harness the positive mind to work with the negative mind. So you'll use that inherent creativity of the positive mind to feed your negative mind, to give you more stories to keep you stuck, more reasons to stay in that very stretched, inflexible polarity. Even when you're using the positive mind correctly, which is to find reasons to beyond the negative, you'll still stay in a polarity. So the point is not to go to positive mind and stay there. The point is to go to positive mind as a stepping stone to reach neutral, because it is only in neutral that we access that shift in consciousness, which is beyond the mind. The mind must be a window that you look through. If the mind is clouded, then you can't see through the window. Then you don't know what's on the other side. Okay, so let's do a warm-up. And in order to do the warm-up, we're going to harness those female energies. So you're going to start off in cow pose. Here in cow pose, inhale, exhale, round your back into cat and come down. Open your knees a little bit so you have space. Inhale, come forward, scooping forward. And exhale, go backwards. Inhale, scoop forwards. Exhale, go backwards. Inhale, scoop forwards into cow. Exhale, start rounding all the way back through cat into baby pose. So keep moving in that way. And really feel the modified cat-cow, the difference, what difference it makes, the new places you can get to. Stay deeply aware of your body as it moves. Stay low as you inhale forward. Stay low, close to the ground. Be all the way up in cat. Keep that until your butt touches your heels and immediately shift to the inhale. Go deep into every part of your spine. Chinnamastaa, the goddess that shifts us beyond the mind into pure consciousness. Do another 3, and then come up into cow pose with a flat back on all fours. Come on to all fours and visualize a circle. Your knees are in the center of the circle. So you're going to move in an anti-clockwise direction, big circle, only your hips, 10 times. The center of the circle is at your knees. When you've completed your 10 times going anti-clockwise, you will then change to go clockwise. Only move your hips and feel the action of the hips moving. As you come forward, inhale. As you go back, exhale. Ten times to the left, anti-clockwise, 10 times to the right, clockwise. Try to keep your shoulders steady. It's only your hips that are moving, drawing this big circle where the center is your knees. And when you've completed your 10 to the left, anti-clockwise, and to the right, clockwise, you're going to make the center of the circle your hands. So now you're going to move your shoulders and the upper body in an anti-clockwise direction. So to the left 10 times, and then to the right 10 times. And now try and keep your hips still and move only the shoulders, the top part of your body. Move that torso. Move. Flex it. Yes. Your hips are stable. Only the top part of the body is moving. 10 times to the left, 10 times to the right. Feel what you're doing. The hands are the center of the circle. And when you have completed 10 to the left and 10 to the right, you're going to do a figure 8. So you will then move your shoulders back down to the hips and up to the shoulders and back down to the hips, moving the shoulders to the left 10 times. And really feel that place where you change over from the bottom section of the 8 to the top section of the 8. Make it a powerful movement, a figure 8. 10 times to the left, 10 times to the right. Yes, move your whole body. It's a very snaky spiral movement. Get the Kundalini moving in the way in which we want it to. Move very sinuously. Using the energy of the spiral. Good, beautiful. And when you've completed those figure 8s to each side, start doing traditional cat-cow. So inhaling, arching the back up, exhaling, chin on the chest, arching back in the opposite direction. And move the back in a different way now, encouraging the Kundalini to rise through that movement. Ordinary cat-cow. Your own speed, your own pace, what's comfortable for you, warming up the body. You're doing cat-cow, which is an up and down movement, no longer the figure 8. So flexing the spine, inhale as your chin goes up, exhale as your chin goes to your chest. Classic cat-cow. And as you begin to get more comfortable with the movement, you can speed it up. Try not to rock backwards and forwards. Make the movement an up and down, not a forward and back one. So stay in place on your mat and just move your spine, curving it in one direction towards the floor, and on the exhale, away from the floor. Last 30 seconds, try to use a little more force with your breath, creating more speed or heat. Coordinate the movement. It's a graceful movement. Use grace. Last 10 seconds. Inhale deep into cow, stretching from the heart through the throat, up through the third eye, opening up the upper centers of the body. Hold the breath, stretch, stretch, stretch. Open up your upper back and exhale. You can relax in baby pose for a few breaths. And then come up again on all fours. And now you're going to take the left foot out so that the side of the foot is on the floor, and raise the left arm and stretch. Inhale, exhale, stretch forward and put your hand down. I'm going to have to turn around. You don't turn around because I don't have space on the other side. You just stay and you do the other leg. You take the right leg out, lift and stretch. Look at the hand and stretch forward and put it down. And then you do 3 cat-cows. 1, 2, 3. And you do it again. Stretch out. And put your hand back down. The other side. Down. And 3 cat-cows. 1, 2, 3. And keep going until I tell you to stop. Really twist your body as you look up at the hand in the air. Make it a graceful movement as you stretch all the channels, the meridians on the side of the body. And come back to center as you do your cat-cow, and then repeat on both sides. This is a half moon, half Chinnamastaa. And do one more entire sequence, stretching to the left, stretching to the right, doing 3 cat-cows in the center, and then come standing up. So standing up, we're going to tune into that fierce goddess energy, where you have the courage to take your own head off and to feed the community with your lifeblood and to feed yourself. Remember, nobody is excluded in the circle of compassion. So we stand up. Okay, so I'll show you the top half. So we're standing in this posture. As you inhale, bring your elbows up. And then we go, shift your weight onto your right leg. As you exhale, as you inhale, squat, raise your left leg and do Shiva. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm raising, so standing, raise the elbows on an inhale. Shift your weight on the exhale to the right. Raise the left leg, and then, the same arm as the leg. You're raising up to do a Shiva pose. So the same leg that's up, you're squatting, that arm is raised. Hands pointing upwards. And then come down, and arms are raised. You squat down on an exhale, stick your tongue out, roll your eyes back. Inhale, and do the other leg. Inhale, come up, arms up. Inhale, shift your weight. Raise the left leg. Exhale. Inhale, come up, raise your arms, squat. Stick the tongue out. Roll the eyes up. Stretch your fingers when you're in fierce goddess. Change legs. You're going to raise the right leg. Feel the airiness of this pose. Squatting as low as you can. Changing. Do 7 repetitions of that. Feel that fierce goddess energy. You're raising the leg, putting it parallel to the floor. The same side, you will raise the arm. When you squat into goddess, stick your tongue right out and really expel the energy, rolling your eyes up to the ceiling. Seven means you've done the left, the center, and the right. That's 1. You do 7 of those. Feel the airiness of the Shiva posture. And then that power in the goddess. Shiva, the grace and the balance, and then the earthiness, the rootedness of the goddess, the fierce goddess, who has the courage and the capacity to take her own head off in order to feed herself and her community. Good. Some lovely fierce goddess poses here. Feel that energy. Feel how much courage you have to have. When you're in Shiva, the hand that's facing upwards is the same side as the leg that's raised. And when you've completed your 7, come sitting on your mat, ready to begin. While we wait for the others, just observe your breathing, prepare yourself. So the breath pattern is when you are, the main breath pattern you need to focus on is breathing out in the fierce goddess. And when your leg is raised, you're inhaling. So everything else can be adjusted around that. Good. Okay, let's come to easy pose on the mat. You're going to put your hands next to your hips and just bounce with a strong breath of fire. So as you hit the ground, you're breathing out. Try and keep it going for the full 2 minutes. It's a breath of fire. So breathing out as you hit the ground. Beginning to generate a very powerful energy moving through the body. Remember, the kriya is called the brain doctor. So we're working to destroy mental patterns that we get into, particularly negative mind patterns, which are the most powerful. Negative mind is very strong. It will consistently show you what's wrong because it's trying to keep you alive. So as you bounce, feel the energy that that's creating, giving you enough prana to challenge those patterns, to change them, to notice them, actually, in the first place. Try to keep up a nice speed. One that you can maintain all the way through. We have regeneration points in the buttocks. And many of the major organ meridians cross over in this area. So you're actually getting to a large proportion of your systems through this bouncing up and down. And relax the body. Sit still for a couple of seconds, just observing what you do, what you've done, and how the energy is moving. And then stretch out full length on your mat. And put your hands in your lower back, interlacing the fingers. And inhale up as high as you can, exhale down. You're going to do 52. So I'm going to count you. So lying on your back, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, use control, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, keep up as much as you can, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, last 10, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, hold it up, hold the breath, squeeze, stretch, very good for your rib cage, and exhale, relax. Relax your body. We're going to repeat that, but this time we're going to raise the feet and push, try to kick your buttocks. So it's the same position. Your hands in the lower back. And as you inhale, you raise your head, your feet up. Try to touch your feet to your hands, so you know that you're raising them up far enough. We're doing 52. So let's all begin together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, halfway, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, last 10, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, hold it up, and squeeze, and relax. Relax your body, rest it. It's very, very good for your lower back. If you suffer from any lower backache, those two are really good for strengthening the muscles, the core muscles, as is the next one that we're going to be doing. So push yourself back into baby pose, stretch your lower back out. And then come lying flat on your back. Put your hands at your navel, and you're going to jump your buttocks up towards your head. So it's like a version of a shoulder stand, but you're not going all the way up. Your hands are at your navel, and we're doing 52. So get into position. We'll all start together. Hands interlaced at your navel. Raise your legs and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You don't have to take your legs all the way down. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, not a great one to do if you're menstruating, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, hands at your navel, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good. 51, 52. Good, and relax. Rest your body. Rest your core muscles. Very good for releasing pent-up tension and frustration. Take a deep breath in, push your tummy up, and exhale. And inhale, push your tummy up again, and exhale. Last time. Push your tummy up, inhale. As you exhale, bring your knees into your chest and hug them in tight, and rock forwards and backwards. Rocking, if you can, so that you can actually come standing up. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go into crow pose. So you're squatting in crow with your hands in front. So try to get your feet facing as forward as you can. Your hands are here, parallel to the floor. Inhale, stand up, clap. Exhale, come back here. Inhale, stand up, clap. Exhale, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count because you're each going to go at your own pace. You're either going to do 52 or as many as you can. So go at your own pace. Clapping in front, clapping over your head. 52 times, or as close as you can get to 52. When you come forward, when you come down, your hands are right in front, parallel to the floor. They're not pointing towards the ground. Good. Do what you can. Get the thigh bones working. And at the same time, we're programming the brain We're programming ourselves out of that polarity. We are working with the responsive brain, not the programmed one. The one that is neutral, the one that is open to the moment and not stuck in old energy patterns of thought, which can be really addictive. Counting out your own 52. Clapping in front, clapping overhead. Change your brain. Change the pattern. Every time you clap, you're giving a signal to the brain to shift out of these grooves, hardwired grooves in the brain that go straight into duality, creating a very tense polarity in the mind. Clapping creates that wake up. Think differently, shift, move, do something else. Get out of the box. Keep those arms parallel as you come down into crow, parallel to the floor. There's a reason why we do it that way. You have to stretch the armpits, and that immediately impacts the nervous system. Stretch the armpits as you clap overhead. Stretch the armpits to keep the arms parallel to the floor. And when you finished your 52, you can rest. Come into baby pose so that I know you're finished. Once most of you are done, then we'll move on to the next one. Very important to work the leg muscles to maintain the flow of energy in the body. The energy becomes stuck in the lower chakras. You need to work the thigh muscles to move that, break up that patterning, move the energy. Very good. Right, let's move on to the next one. The key for the next one, inhaling as you come up, moving slowly, always. The key to the next one is maintaining very tight arms. So, sitting in easy pose, the arm muscles must be really straight and strong. No bending in the arms and flopping like this. Really powerful, moving from the heart. Three flaps. So it's 1, 2, 3, and you hit the ground. Then 1, 2, 3, and then the opposite direction, overhead. 1, 2, 3, in front. 1, 2, 3, behind your head. So the dimensions are you hit down, up, front, back. And each time you're pumping up your nervous system. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, front. 1, 2, 3, back. Right? So we're going to use the mantra Had, 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 Hari. So it's Had, 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 Hari. Had, 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 Hari. Had, 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 Hari. Had, 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 Hari. Okay? In your own time, you know your body best. Use the mantra. 3 flaps for Had, 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 and a clap on Hari. Everybody begin together. Begin now. You're on the clock. No problem. If you're having, you know your body best. So if you're having a problem with your shoulder, your arm muscle in any way, you will just make the necessary adjustments. But just know, know that for the ideal situation, maximum impact on the nervous system, the arms are levers, they are very straight, and they are impacting on the armpits, which is where parasympathetic, sympathetic, and central nervous system all come together. So again, this straight arm position and the mantra gets you out of the polarity, gets you into neutral. Last 40 seconds. Remember, every time you clap, you're bringing that whole hand position to meet the other hand, impacting the brain very powerfully. The movement, the clap, and the mantra together is a kriya in itself. Make this your last cycle. And then relax your arms down when you've completed the last one, clapping behind your head. Relax your arms down. Feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the energy in the area of the mind. We're going to repeat that, but we're going to use Guru Gayatri Mantra. Govinda Mukande Udare Apare, Haryang Karyang Name Akame. So if you don't know it, then don't worry, just use the Har 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 Hari. Those who do know it, you will be doing, let me just do a demonstration. You'll be doing same movement. Govinda Mukande Udare Apare. Govinda Mukande Udare Apare, Haryang Karyang Niname Akame. 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 So on Apare and Akame, you're clapping. And you go through the mantra twice to complete the full cycle. Those who don't know the mantra, don't worry about it, just use the Har Hare Hari. And let's begin. Govinda Mukande Udare Apare, Haryang Karyang Niname Akame. Govinda Mukande Udare Apare, clapping. Haryang Karyang Niname Akame. It makes it much more powerful when you use the Guru Gayatri Mantra. So it will serve you to learn it if you don't know it. Simply because these are infinite capacities within us that we are cultivating through the flapping and the clapping. Try to pump faster if you can, if your body allows you this evening, and try to keep those elbows as straight as you can. Govinda is the sustainer. Mukande is the liberator. Udare the enlightener. Apare the uplifter. Haryang destroyer, Karyang creator, Nirname the nameless, Akame desireless. Without reaction. Taking you out of the polarity of the mind. Gobinde mukande udare apare haryang karyang nirname akame. We're almost at the end of the kriya. We have one more exercise like this. And I know that if your shoulders and your arms are hurting, then this is going to be tough, but try to soften how you do it. Soften your body. Don't push, don't force. Create a lot of space in how you move. Complete the cycle that you're on. And then relax. Roll your shoulders, release your neck, however you need to. We have one more 3 minute, the same cycle using har, 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 hari. So just move your body in any way that you need to release the tension. And we do the same cycle, 3 flaps, clapping on the ground, above your head, in front of you, and behind you with har, 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 hari. So just to demonstrate exactly what you've been doing, har, 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 hari, 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 and begin. 3 minutes. Remember that you're breaking up patterns, repetitive patterns in your brain. That's how we learn. Everything that we know is stored as a repetitive pattern, but some things don't serve us. So these are the things we need to be aware of. When we begin thinking in negative patterns, we need to be aware of it, firstly. Then we need to know how to move it to positive mind, and from there into neutral. Each one of them has a distinct flavor of its own. Feel the lever that your heart is. Your heart is creating a fulcrum point for your arms. You're opening and clarifying heart energy. Neutral mind lives in the heart. Have a direct channel between the third eye, your intuition, and your heart. Try to keep it up in a way that is supportive to you, in a way that is connected to your compassion. You are in the circle. Last 30 seconds. Try to find that place in you which is able to work with straight arms, but gently. It's one of the most powerful acupressure exercises you can do. You're massaging all the major meridians. Complete the cycle that you're on and relax. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your eyebrows, relax your forehead. Sit in easy pose and find the still point. I'm going to share a piece of music. I know that it's not, sometimes the music doesn't play so well for everybody, but as much as what you can hear of it, it's very meditative. I would like you, the kriya requires for you to use that heart space to express yourself. So use your upper body, your arms, your hands, and express how you are feeling while the music is playing. We're going to keep it going for 5 minutes. This is the end of the kriya, so don't skip this because it brings everything together. Everything that you've done, bring it all together and create this capacity for that heartfelt, intuitive expression to come through. And gently bring yourself back. Bring your body to a stillness. Put your arms around yourself and feel yourself. Feel your space inside and outside. Come lying down. Bring yourself to a horizontal position. Let your body integrate all these energies. Keep yourself warm. Dim the lights if you can. Bring your body into a space where you get out of your own way. And you give your body permission to be in control. Redirecting the energies, healing, making space where there was tension, and bringing the energy to those places. Finding a peace and a stillness in your breathing. Giving yourself permission to be here, to be present, to be with all your experiences, your sensations, your emotions. To be with the healing flow of energy that comes from Chinnamastaa. The energy that goes beyond mind into pure consciousness.
Sadhana
Very gently bring your consciousness into your body and your breathing. Begin moving your hands and your feet in a circle. Gradually bringing movement back into your body. Stretch your arms over your head. Deep breath in, stretch as tall as you can. And from that very tall stretch, move sideways into a cat stretch like you're waking up in the morning. And stretch, twisting your body to the other side. Rub your hands and feet together in the air. Bring your knees in, hug them. and rock from side to side and forwards and backwards until you come sitting up for meditation. Get yourself into a comfortable meditation position. Cover yourself with a shawl if you need to. We're going to work on intuition. So we've brought ourselves through a series of different movements and breath work to a place where our heart's really open, where we can really attain that connection with the infinite self, with the higher self, with the deity self, the deified self. So we're working with the energy of Chinnamastaa, that bravery, the courage to take off your own head, to get beyond the mind and to reach pure consciousness where the ego's needs are not being addressed. We're addressing a different self. So the first exercise is with the left hand on the heart. The right hand, your Jupiter finger points upwards. Your eyes are closed. And you're going to take a long, deep breath through the nose. And whistle as you breathe out. Jupiter finger pointing upwards. Your access to knowledge, activating that. Moving from the heart, creating an openness. Long, deep breath through the nose. Hold the breath briefly and then whistle as you breathe out. And as you whistle, you're going to be reaching for that pure consciousness, that place beyond the mind. Allow the breath and the mudra to guide you. Imagine the purest of the pure, divinity of divinities, and reach into that space with your mind, with your body, and with your breath. Allow your breath to guide you. As you inhale, gather yourself, hold briefly, and then move with the sound beyond the mind into pure consciousness. Stay steady. Now is the time to let the breath be your guide, not the mind. Go beyond the fluctuations. Look through that clear window into pure consciousness. The sound of the whistle will calm your whole nervous system down and allow you to access neutral mind. Try to build in steadiness. Go deeper. Be more present. Good. Now, without stopping the breathing, change your hand position. Your left hand is now with the Jupiter finger pointing up, and the right hand is above the head. And continue with the breathing. Eyes are still closed. Same breath, but your mudra position has changed. Feel the difference. In the energy pattern. Bring your left Jupiter finger next to your shoulder, pointing straight upwards. Right hand just above, either on the head or just above the head. And go deeper. Follow the sound of your breath and of the whistle. Follow it into pure consciousness. Stay steady. Control the mind. Don't distract yourself. Stay steady. Stay with the breath. The breath is your guide rope. Keep yourself focused on the breath. And go deeper. Try the best you can with the posture. It's shifting things inside of you. You are transforming. You will be different after this. So try to stay with it so that you shift all the way through. The physical posture will assist you to break old patterns. Keep the breathing steady. Keep the breathing going, no matter what happens. Long, slow, deep. Those who are a little more experienced, you know where your boundary lines are, cross them. Go beyond. Don't listen to the mind when it says, I can't. Just use the breathing. Keep the breathing going, but stretch both arms above your head, prayer mudra, all the way up. So your hands are together and stretch up as tall as you can. Stretch your body, keep the breathing going. Same breath, eyes are closed, but you're stretching, you're recirculating all that clarified energy right throughout your body. The whole frontal lobe has been awakened. Now you want that to become integrated as a pattern, something that you remember and can come back to whenever you want to. So stretch, stretch. Make space in the body for this new place, this new energy, where the grey matter in the brain is awakened, making new connections, giving you new insights, clearer understanding. Stretch. Try to get the hands flat together and stretch. Keep stretching. Keep breathing. Long, deep inhale, whistling on the exhale. Stay stretching. Reach new heights. Up, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Go beyond what you think you can do. Use the breath. Open yourself up to that power. Chinnamastaa. Power to take your own head off and feed those around you with your consciousness. Feed yourself. Stretch. Last few seconds. Stretch. And relax. Bring your right hand over your left on your heart center. And just relax. I'm going to play Raiki Rakanahar. You're just going to listen. Just listen to the sound.
Sakta
And please place your hands on your navel. You're going to chant Har. And every time you chant Har, you're going to press on the navel. So Har, 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 Har. So I will play the Har. I will play the Har. This is the very last part. So we're integrating, using the power of the navel to integrate everything that we've done. Feel that energy in the navel. This is the very, very last part. Inhale deep and exhale. And immediately bring your arms up parallel to the floor, so shoulder height. You're grasping opposite sides. Inhale deep Hold your breath and squeeze. Squeeze your spine. Squeeze all the muscles up along the spine and hold. And hold. Tighten, 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 and blow it out. Cannon breath. Keep the elbows up. Inhale. Hold the same position. You're grasping your elbows. Inhale, deep, hold, and squeeze. Squeeze all the muscles along the spine. Massage that whole area along the spine. Your whole nervous system gets a charge. Exhale. Last time, keep the arms up. Inhale, hold, and squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Exhale. Relax the arms down. Put your hands, right hand in the left in the lap. And just for the last minute, visualize the circle of compassion. Using this expanded consciousness that you've worked so hard this evening to create. Imagine that we're all in a circle holding hands around the globe. And there is nobody outside the circle. Circle includes every living being, human and non-human, everything that moves, that has a consciousness, is included in the circle of compassion. Feel yourself in the circle. Feel your expanded heart, your expanded presence. Feel the clarity of your mind like a still pool, there to serve, serving your heart and serving the circle of compassion. Feel the divinity and the purity of that consciousness that we've accessed this evening in the circle. Capacity for transformation, the capacity to do whatever is necessary to create transformation, to be that change. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands into prayer mudra. Let's end with long time sun. And inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sadhana. May this clarified, purified energy that we've created as a group Go to all those who need it, all those who are in pain, all those who are fearing, feeling illness close to them, feeling despair. May the energy of this light lift them and create clarity. Sat Nam.